Friday morning. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the TBS, the True Breakfast Show. True 96.1 in Monserrado, 96.9 in Van, Nima County, 96.1 Saclay Pierre. This is the TBS, Liberia's biggest breakfast show. The love of liberty matters, yeah. Let justice be done to all. Good morning to the 15 counties. This is the weekend edition of the breakfast show. Driving in your cars, in your home, wherever you find yourself this morning, would like to say welcome with a sound mind. This is the breakfast show. My name is O'Neill. Marka together, serving breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. And let's bring you our morning motivation. First to apologize is the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest. Stop holding grudge. Bobby Blair Addison, so strong of the motivation this morning. Good morning to all of our silent listeners. Let's have a great time after serving breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. This is O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis. Yes, good morning to you, Marka. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill, and good morning to our followers this morning. Again, we are here, Liberia, a wonderful country, and we are praying and hoping and doing all we can in our little ways to ensure that we can have a better country. So it's great to be here this morning on the TBS. Today is Friday, March 8, 2024. Good morning to all of you following us across the country, those in Grand Bassa, Margibi, when you say Margibi.
Yeah, Margibi.
Yeah.
Margibi.
Yes. And let me say a special good morning to all of you across Margibi who are always, fighting to participate on the show. It's great like that because, in a society where there are a lot of things happening, everyone is fighting for their voices to be heard. So, yes.
You check my number in Nima? All the guys just sent me a message on WhatsApp.
From Nima?
Nima, yeah.
No, I can't remember. You know your number. Your number, yeah.
Man.
Your number, yeah, the chicken.
Yeah, man.
I listen to one of Representative Billy's podcast. He said, my name's Sweet.
Yeah, it's Sweet. Yeah.
He said, my name's Sweet now.
And there are some names that are so easy to call.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's great for us to be here this morning with you. And yes, I think I have a better spirit this morning.
Okay. Yes. For the very first time after 11 years, I saw Marka getting versed the first time. This is behind the scene.
Yeah, I mean,
I said, wow, something happy. You don't know it all.
You don't know it all.
Yeah, let's see what we have this morning.
Yes, so we have a tight schedule this morning, and this morning we'll bring you the health tips and a little bit of chat. And 8 o'clock to 8:30 this morning, we have one of the sponsors of the resolution establishing a war and economic crimes code, Representative Smo Moba, here this morning from District Number 3, Monserrado County. He will be with us at 9:30 to 9. Another member of the House of Representatives, Grangida County, District 3 Representative Jacob Debbie will be here. He wants to react to one of those who are standing against the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code, who happens to be his senator from this county, a member of his own caucus. Yes, so Jacob Debbie will be with us up to 9 o'clock this morning. 9:05, we'll bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia, the biggest GS company in the country. Right after that, 9:15 to 10 o'clock, the big one, we have the national chairman of the ruling Unity Party, who is also the board chair of the National Port Authority, Reverend Dr. Luther Tape, will be our guest this morning up to 10 o'clock this morning. There are a lot of things to talk about. He's the leader of the party, especially the National Executive Committee, being national chairman, that. So yes, he will be here with us this morning on the show to talk about our country. In the midst of all, country first.
Great.
This is the weekend's breakfast.
Yes, the TBS on a Friday morning. Yes, let's have help tip with Derek Ernest Coty, yes, this is his best job. He's enjoying. Uh, we have given David this job. It's a lifetime job
His
now.
first duty on a Friday.
On a Friday. They're enjoying his lifetime job. Yes. Good morning right now to former lawmaker. The man went to the house. He was never elected, but he became lawmaker in Liberia. You are never elected by Liberian people, but you became lawmaker. Good morning.
Power sharing government.
A power sharing government you have. You just went to visit Haji GV Kuma. Boom, you jump on the party ticket. You became lawmaker.
I'm sorry if you, yeah, I'm sorry if you're hearing noise around here. I'm in the street. I'm actually on my way to ELBC. I'm hosting a medical doctor to talk about stroke, the three types of stroke. So please forgive me the noise from the cars. All right. The leading cause of death worldwide is heart disease. And one of the major reasons for heart disease is high blood pressure. The deaths can happen anywhere, in the hospitals, in the homes, and in the streets. Cardiac arrest can knock you down anywhere, in the street or anywhere. So my advice to you is that you should check your blood pressure always. Number one, check your blood pressure at home. And the best time to do it is in the morning. You wake up in the morning, wait for 1 hour to pass. After 1 hour, then you check your pressure. Number three, you must empty your bladder, which means go and pee first before you check your pressure. Number three, check it 3 times in the morning. You take it the first time, you wait for 1 minute to pass. You take it the second time, for 1 minute to pass. Then you take it for the third time. But the first one is always not straight, not correct. Number five, don't straight in a chair with a back. Don't sit on a bench. Don't sit on a stool. It will never be correct. And let your feet be flat on the floor. Don't cross your leg. Number six, when you sit down, rest for 5 minutes before you check your blood pressure. Don't just go and sit down one time and put a blood pressure curve around your arm. No. Wait. Number eight, take down the record each time you check your pressure and show it to your doctor whenever you visit a hospital. So you see you're not doing it by yourself. The doctor will still be involved. Number eight, don't shake and don't talk when you are taking your blood pressure reading. Once you talk, it will be incorrect. Keep your phone on silent or vibration. I mean, not even vibration, just keep it on silent so that you don't turn your neck and be tempted to pick it up. Number nine, avoid food, alcohol, exercise, smoking, and even bathing for 30 minutes prior to taking your pressure. If you're taking it at 7:30, beginning from 7 o'clock, don't take bath, don't eat anything, don't drink, nothing. Now, do not take your blood pressure right after eating. It will never be correct. When you eat and you take your pressure right away, it can be correct. Number 12, always use the same arm. Don't change your arm. Right arm today, left arm tomorrow, no. But preferably, use the left arm because the heart is in your chest. Your heart is in your chest, but it is slightly. I didn't say we're on the left hand side. I hear people say the heart is on the left. No, it's in the middle, but slightly on the left side. Okay, remember this. It takes 3 to 4 hours for food to properly digest after you eat. So it is not a good thing to keep putting food in your mouth every minute, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, you want to eat. No, give the food chance to digest. If food is not digested properly, these are the things that will happen to you. Stomach disorder, like bloating. Actually, what bloating is, gas in the intestine, gas in the stomach. You will have abdominal pain, which means stomach pain. It will result to diarrhea or constipation. So that's where we are today. Thank you for the opportunity. And those of you who sometimes call me to ask me for further information, you call me doc. I am not a doctor. I am not even a nurse. I never went near the doors where they have a nursing school. I just do a lot of reading. And what can bless me is that about 17 of my guests on my two shows at OKFM and ELBC are all medical doctors. I'm hosting one today, 10:30. You want to know more about stroke? Listen to me today. Out on 89.9.
You're paying for that promotion you're doing now. You're paying for the promotion you're doing now.
Oh, sorry, my brother. Sorry. Oh, okay, bye-bye.
Derek, yeah, before you go, why is it taking long for E. Marshall to release your name?
Marka Davis was responsible.
Oh,
Yes. First, I was fighting to be Minister of Maintenance, and the people are wasting time in establishing the ministry. Then somebody took my name to Uncle Joe for me to be the youth advisor to the president. That wicked guy sitting there, Ambassador Marka Davis, went to the old man in the night, take the menu from that old man and that young man. They job for young people. You can't be wicked to your friend. You smile with me every time and you're wicked.
Yes, I was recommending Orlando Blambo, the CEO of that foundation.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the program.
Okay. Yes. Derek Cote. Yes. Health tip. Wow, you're a youth
He's
advisor.
almost 71. You want to be youth advisor.
During chapter that time, you didn't go around that position.
That's so talk about you about you again.
Oh yeah, when you get old.
Yeah, that's no Facebook.
Yeah,
because you have no advice for the young people when it comes to social media, David.
No
so
research.
Yeah, and how can we make you advisor at 71?
And to the presidency. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. That's good. Good decision. Yeah. And even your boss man still.
Yeah, and the president just slightly older than you now,
Yeah, that's good.
Two of you really are the same thing. So they advise you again, you will just visit at your time.
That's the same thing. and someone jokingly said to me, Marka, when you sit with Ellen Johnson Sully, when she asked, what do you think? And you buy her idea, the next time you will not get close to the woman again. Be like, she's above you in age, then you screening her. Anything you say, yeah, that's right, chief. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that's a decision. You say, yeah, okay. You can't even argue with her, say no. When you make a decision, it will not be good. We'll like the X, Y, Z, and so forth.
Yeah, so just in 1 minute, on behalf of the TBS, we want to say happy International Women's Day. To all women in Liberia, all the special women in our lives, our mothers, our sisters, our wives, our fiancés. Yes, our daughters. We want to say happy International Women's Day to all of you. A very special one to Linda Moore, my beautiful daughter, Michaela Davis, the rest of my associates, including family members and friends. Good morning to all of you and happy International Women's Day. And the thing for this year's International Women's Day is yes, Camille.
Yeah, don't miss it.
You know that iPhone again.
Okay.
Yeah, so the theme for the 2024 International Women's Day is International Women's Day is celebrated with Camille.
As Madeline said.
Yeah.
She gets
I have it. So
okay.
What's going on?
I say Madeline.
Okay, so it is invest in women, accelerate progress. Yes, that's it. Invest in women, accelerate progress. So this theme
to into the women.
Yeah, to explain in my own way is we should do all we can to empower our women, to invest in them. If you have a girl child or children, give them education, empower them, make them to feel safe in society, give them the space to expand. Give them the space to explore so that they can reach their full potential. Do not make the boys feel, entitled or better than the girls. So treat everyone equally. When it comes to politics, let us give women the time, the space, the opportunity to also participate. Let us stop the issue of bullying against women. Let us make them feel equally important in society. In the home, let us move side by side, 50-50. Yes.
The what?
In the home, side by side,
50-50. Yes. The women all shout.
That's my own talking.
Okay.
Yes.
For your home, now 50-50.
Yes. So let's do our best and ensure that our women can explore and be their very best. Women are smart people. If you see the big business people, successful people, especially men today, if you ask them, that success is purely grounded in their wives and some kind of woman behind them, either their mothers or somebody just in the background, a woman in the background making them to succeed. So thank you and happy International Women's Day.
They're 50-50. Why? Back in I said no, I know some women will take issue. I'm just kidding. But the man always will be the head for the home. Yes, great.
Yeah, we need talking about when you in problem I have still.
Yeah, let me say my sympathy to the Southern Listener Association Chairman Richmond Anderson
Okay.
for the loss of your sister. Yes, Professor Anderson of
Oh,
the University of Liberia.
our DPS condolences to you,
Uh-huh.
Prof. Yes.
You see, people are
we
taking
are
on
so
issue
sorry.
with me already.
Oh, already, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a
So
special
it
one.
can be
A
50.
special one to Miss Daniela Slam. Yes, I mean, she's a strong woman. She's been standing up for women over the years. We want to say thank you ever so much for all you do for Liberian women and women across the world, because your advocacy for justice is also impacting women across the world. Thank you so much, Miss Daniela Slam.
Let me recognize Councilor Asado by Kenneth. Yes, another strong woman also standing. Lima Bowie, good morning. And I mean, from Vice President and Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Hey, Oma, it's been a while now. Good morning to you.
And not to forget Councilor Charlie Brunstein.
Charlie Brunstein. Hey,
Yes.
Council.
Yes, Councilor Charlie Brunstein. We want to say Happy International Women's Day to you. You are making huge impact on our society, and we can never forget about people like you.
Mandina Wisa, good morning. Yes, I haven't seen you for a while now. Yes, good morning. Happy all the brothers, everyone.
Yes, and all of you, and especially those of you who stood the test of time to get elected into the legislature. Yes, those of you who are senators, those of you who are representatives, Ellen Ator, the rest of the women there, Judy Fatoma Weah, you know,
Mema Briggs Mensa.
yes, Mema Briggs Mensa.
Yeah, I love Mema Energy.
You know, yes, we want to say hats off to all of you. Congratulations. I mean, you are making a case for women in the country. We want to say thank you and God bless you. To those of you who we're not able to mention your name, it's not that we are forgetting you, but all of you are doing great for our country. Thank you. God bless all of you.
All women of Liberia.
Son of the late Baptist Digon.
Correct. How I doing? Get problem on you. Yes, again, I want to say good morning. Thank you so much. This is the Breakfast Show. Before we link up our guests in studio already. District number 2 representative Super Mobile. Again, want to remind the managing director of the LPRC, Amos Twe, good morning. And someone told me that Amos don't listen to radio anymore. You prefer reading the newspapers.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll get one column in the paper and be putting it there.
I mean, Muda, good morning. The Dealers Association is still reminding you, they did an audience. Those who, sell petroleum products across the country, you know, almost a month now, they are sending a communication. So we're using this medium to appeal, sit with these people and yell out from them. What are the issues they do have? The Dealers Association has seen the communication since the 19th of February. And up to now, they have been going back and forth. No wording from the MD's office and even the minister's office. So the dealers, if today's people have gasoline, these are the people who sell across the country. So they can be asking for an audience and you're not willing to sit and listen to them. So since someone said, well, it must don't monitor, you please pass this information. The Dealers Association are sending a communication. It will need an urgent sitting, a roundtable with the MD of LPRC and that of the Minister of Commerce. Yes, let's see. We'll link up with our guest this morning. It's a running edition on Friday. The first segment is District 3 Representative Sumo Mola. Yes, it's in studio already. 8:30 we'll have Jacob DB from Grand Julia County Representative. Then 9:15 this morning, the Unity Party chairman, the great chairman. What? I know it's a mobile model true chairman.
If you guys can do your last beer test, I will call AV. Oh, last beer test, what's that?
Last beer test. Anyway, I'm not a fan of beer.
Yeah. You can use drink power.
No, I'm a fan of 1847.
1847?
Go and do your research.
I want to know.
There's a drink they call 1847.
I want to know 1759.
What I changed the year. Yeah. Anyway, so 9:50 we'll have the Unity Party chairman Luther Tapper with us at 9:50 this morning. But let's link up with the lawmaker. He was one person who pushed this bill for this word.
The resolution.
Yeah, the resolution. And immediately he was backed by District 10 lawmaker Yeka Kolubai. So Subo Mobile is live with us since this morning. Good morning to you, Subo Mobile.
Happy International Women's Day to our mothers and sisters out there. And to the general public, we'd like to say good morning.
How is the district? Let's start off on your district first. How's District 3?
Pretty doing well. We have project that we just went through, we implemented, and there are other projects coming on the way. But generally, District 3 is doing well.
You're talking soft that are you go bring up B resolution? Everybody talking about you talking soft that yeah. So not quite going person. So and again during the course of the campaign we had a lot of interactions, but again we'll say congratulations to you. And I think your impact is already being felt in the house. Tell us why this resolution and why this time.
All right. I think I would like discuss in detail, but I'll also need time to help school few of our big brother in the Senate to enlighten them the difference between resolution and a bill. So with the issue of the war crime code, I've been one of the person over the past year that has suffered from it. I during the St. Peter massacre, I lose like 4 person.
Mm.
Then I the Dupuro Waterside massacre, I lose 1 person. Then I my beloved uncle who was killed at the St. Paul River, and the body dumped into the river. There are a lot of things that I have gone through, and I feel that those that committed atrocity should be dealt with. They should face justice. If they are exonerated, that's fine, but they need to go and face justice. Then also with the issue of mass corruption, I think it's not necessary, especially what we have most of things. A few years from now, it will all be about the young people. So what I think is that those that are placing him in our country covered and are stealing money, they should be handled and dealt with through the legal means. Yeah.
So with the decision now, you have gone to the Liberian Senate. Any take on it? Yes, more than 40 lawmakers were when they, signed this resolution now the Liberian Senate.
Yeah, the issue of the library senate, like get it straight. I think they what the senate is saying is that we need to like formulate what we did into a bill. I think I don't really understand because when we talk about resolution is emotional expression, right? That could be one is like proposed through legislation. It can be enacted into law. So a bill is a policy statement that is directly enacted into law. So on the resolution, we have two type of resolution. I would like the House to know. We have the special resolution to that of the ordinary resolution. The special resolution is that which is passed by 75%. But then under the special resolution and the ordinary resolution, we have a kind of resolution. We have the concurrent resolution, we call the John resolution. When the resolution is concurrent and John, then I no need to say it cannot be a bill. Uh, when it is legislated, it could be a bill, right? So under the small or simple resolution, which is part of the ordinary resolution, yeah, indeed. They are all resolution for the House. Like the House of Senate have its own resolution. The House of Representative has its own legislation or resolution. But here's the thing: when it is in the House, it has to do with those administrative issue that is governed within the House. But when it is joined by both houses and the president sign, it is a bill. It could be a law. So the issue of the resolution be turned into a bill, that resolution is already there. All we need from them is to sign it. All of these chicanery are tactic that they are playing to avoid signing the resolution. They should be very careful. The Liberian people are looking at them. We need for them to sign. All they need to do is to place it on the floor and see how best they can vote that. And
Yeah, so according to our reporter at the Senate, they sent the resolution in committee room. I mean, the Committee on Judiciary and others for 2 weeks. They should ensure that each senator has a copy of it to review it before they can bring it up for debate. Why do you think they are dragging? It didn't stay long in the House.
let me tell you something. The House of Senate, you have a lot of those guys that would be that form part of quote unquote the war crime code. So I at the same time,
The House of Senate.
The House of Senate, we have people that form part of the War Crown Code and the Economic Crown Code. So they will try to create a chicanery. I think it's about time when it is placed in a committee room. What they are doing, they are lobbying to make sure that the resolution they kill it. But then, if they do that, 2029, the Liberian people are watching, and it will be a different ball game.
You are sounding a little bit disappointed.
Maybe it's not going to be signed.
Yeah, why are you sounding like that?
Let's get it straight. I'm not disappointed because what I did to place that on the floor, and it was resolved by the lower house, the House of Representatives. It was resolved. So we already scored a goal from the 55th. It is a goal. So now it is between the people of Liberia and the Senate. So also the president have amended. The president have that authority with the issue of executive order. So whether they accept it or not, we will continue putting force on them. All of our lawmakers will come out. We will put force on them, and we have other strategy to take.
Great. So, almost more. I mean, I listen up to the Nima County District 7 lawmaker, Musa Ability, who was acting on grounds that the resolution is a good one, but they should get at least a week let them review this resolution instead of just fast tracking.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be so.
Maybe you guys needed some time. Like what is happening to the House of Senate now? It will definitely be reviewed. Let's go through this document.
Let me come in. The resolution was placed 5 days before session in our chat room. So the issue of people waiting, wanting to go through it 5 days, and even the issue of people getting back to their district. The thing here, a resolution is a motion, right? Then we have the statute of the resolution that will come out. During the statute of the resolution, you can get back to your district, right? There where we discuss funding, there where we discuss the formation and the structure of the war crown code. But now what we are saying, this is a motion. All you need to do is to resolve it, right? And put it into a place, right? So that we all can work towards it. So the issue of Musa ability, the thing is that not just Musa ability alone, the Nima County people, we feel most often they feel hail to quote unquote the elite, a special person, a specific person. It's not the voice of the people.
Who is that special person? Are you afraid to call the name?
Prince Johnson. I'm not afraid to call Prince Johnson name. Yeah, Prince Johnson, Senator Johnson, because Prince.
Why? Is it because of political protection or what?
I think during the election, I will see political protection because everybody wants to win, and everyone looking at 2029. If you go against Prince Johnson, definitely you will not win. So my issue is not with the Nima County people. Those that died from me came from the Lofa Defense Force, right? And it's not with the Nima County people. So the thing is not for Nima County. It's for those people who committed atrocity.
So, I'm mobile on Monday. Was it Monday? We interviewed Senator Johnson, and he continued to talk about the amnesty law. So yes, we do have the amnesty law. So why is it people are pushing about the War Crimes Code? Well, we do have the amnesty law, which of course protect those who have participated. You know, all the old souls. You can go back and reawaken this. What Liberians don't want this. Why certain group of people keep pushing this?
Except Honorable Prince Johnson can show me in the amnesty law, but let me just clarify this. When you talk about amnesty law, right? What they did in Ghana is not a law. An amnesty law is a governmental pardon. So it go about both houses. Both houses need to concur, and the president approve. Then it is a law. But what they did in Ghana, it's just something, I don't know, their own thing. It's a meeting. I will consider it to be a meeting, a political meeting. That's not amnesty law because it haven't been legislated. Yeah.
Not amnesty law, just political meeting. But on the overall, this is what do you think this is what Liberians wants now? You know, the war have ended almost 20 years,
20 years
plus. So
people
we are
building
waking.
their families, people are building
Yes.
their homes, and people are building businesses and moving on. Why you think it is still necessary to, go back and hold people for what it did way back 20, 22 years ago?
So let's look at the 20 years you're talking about. After the 20 years, what are those improvements you have in Liberia? We have no improvement. People still go about stealing. So the thing here is not after the 20 year, it's about having a better Liberia, a Liberia we all can enjoy. So people always look at the year that passed. For me, it's not about the year. We still have one. Like for me, I have a one. You may see like it look covered, but deep down there is a one. And the best way to get rid of it is not where the perpetrator defend. They came about with the TRC. Who are those element of the TRC? They were all people that had a fish to fry in the war in Liberia. So what I'm saying is this: in order to reconcile and to forgive, we the perpetrator need to come out, right, and apologize. But most of the perpetrator, let's look at the guy, Roland Duo. Roland Duo came out and said, "Look, we owe the Liberian people. We just need to appeal. We just need to apologize." But a lot of our guys keep defending, and we have won. You cannot be defending throughout.
What is your district people saying? You lawmaker of district number three. I mean, I listened to one or two lawmakers who said that the concern of the district and before signing on behalf of the district. Well, what's your district saying?
Oh, I receive whole lot of compliment. I receive compliment from the Elder Council. I receive compliment from the District Development Council. I receive a text from the District Development Council. I receive a whole lot of compliment from the young people of District Number 3. So I think they are in favor of it because I've been discussing with them. And even when we had the town hall meeting, I told them the retreat that I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. And I placed it on the floor. And people who supported it, like the 55th, we have a lot of good guys. We have a lot of guys with integrity. We have a lot of smart guys. And today, they have been resolved by the House of Representatives. It's up to the Senate to decide. Yeah.
Like how you put it, it's up to the Senate to decide. Yes, it's a running edition of the True Breakfast Show this morning on the Friday on the Sumo Mobile. So after
That's something we would like to understand. This resolution, is it war crimes court or war and economic crimes court?
We have both, right? Like the War Crime Code, the jurisdiction, the time interval for the War Crime Code may not be as long as the Economic Crime Code. So for the Economic Crime Code, there is a statute that would otherwise to create under the Criminal Code. So that because for the the Economic War Crime Code, every year, every government turn, we have people stealing.
the resolution you signed, did they include the both of them?
Of course. When you look at the fifth paragraph, you will see it. War and Economic Crime Code. It is there. It is there.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Any fear that maybe you think that the public is going to play on the Librarians nationwide? Any fear?
What?
In terms of, because you listen out to Senator Johnson, he
In
said,
terms of security.
yeah, security
Yes.
wise, what is called the tribe would be someone have linked Ghana already. Any fear security wise for our country?
And I even listened to one human rights advocate who said who was calling on the international community to help beef up Liberia's security strength since this discussion is going at a high level.
I think that I call that political buffet, where people bluff, right? I think Prince Johnson is bluffing. That's something like scare tactic. Cannot work with everyone. I think not for now. Not everybody's scared. We went through the war. We have experienced the war, and what we say, we want peace. So I think the president is monitoring him, and all other Liberians we are monitoring him. Any attempt to destabilize the peace of this country. I think we have a trained army. I'm not afraid because we have a trained army, and I think the government will take it course. Yeah, but
Okay.
who come first?
Okay, war crimes code comes first.
Okay.
So the economic crimes code. What do you make of the president's or one of the latest executive orders, especially 126, setting up this office of the yes, and they have named members of that team already, headed by Councillor Edwin Clamartin, the former
LSCC.
LSCC boss, and also former Monserrato County attorney.
I listen to a lot of people out there who say what the president doing is wish hunt. That's not wish hunting. When you have the asset of our country, we need to get it. When you steal government money, we need to get it because of this thing could be used for the intended purpose. But for one person to just take government property, that's government property. We need to get it. So I support, and I'm so happy that the president, most of what he's doing is in line with what we said during our campaign. I think when we talk about the non-billable drugs bill that we need to like amend as it relates to drug testing, the president has supported that, and there are other issues that we look at that the president has support. So I would like to say bravo to the president. That's a good step.
Okay. So we're just less than 1 month going. Sumo Mobile have not taken to the floor. Talking back and forth, putting.
I really want to read this. This person said, "Thank God that we now have patriotic sons and daughters in that Capitol building who have looked beyond selfishness and self-interest and now standing with us that have been calling for this court for years now. Bravo to you, Honorable, and the rest of you."
Okay. Yeah, so this message was from Evan Betty. Anyway, great. Let's pick a few calls up. This is the TBS, the Friday edition, 14 minutes down, 8 o'clock. Representative of District number 3, Super Mobile is live of us. Let's get some reaction from the public. You've been following up 0770 153 265.
0770202579. Let's have this one coming up. The first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning to the honorable lawmaker and O'Neill and elaborate people. I'm Daniel Johnson. I have the fire some. So I'm excited. Let me appreciate the honorable lawmaker for putting our resolution on the floor and have been passed on a lower house. But we are thanking our senators. Please see this in the interest of the elaborate people and act in a spirit manner because this quest has been long. We want this. And please to the elaborate people. Let's be patient. If any of your brothers and sisters will be caught, give them a chance. Let them go fixing the law. When they are exonerated, fine. But to protect my own, let us be for now. For the future of the country first. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel Johnson. The next caller here. Good morning. Please stay away from your monitor. All the time you talk to a call, you're not prepared. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good morning to O'Neill. Conversation from District 3. Down tomorrow, one by thank you. He made to do to his colleagues, right? The motivated with them, the one who works for certain constituents, asking those four never in the wrong. When we on our long paper was the key sponsor of the resolution that we never knew why you were doing that.
No, he said
so sincerely, you know, all of us that being here follow the campaign throughout. This is something that Mama talk about throughout even during the campaign.
okay.
Man, don't do your bad politics here, man. Good morning. Very good. Go ahead. I like that.
I'm totally in support of the worker. I sit here right now, I don't have a file. Anytime I jail for the worker code, I cry because I got nobody to call daddy. The late Catcher Jacob killed my father in Banga in my presence at the age of 9 years. You want me to see Catcher Jacob going scot-free without going to the court to explain why he killed the late Oliver Vanny? You want me to see that? Right now, I got no father. I got no one to cry on when I put out of school. Who do I go to for school fees? Nobody. For the world, I go to come on smoke. So the Senate will not temper with it. We, the liberal people, we got people in the Senate that we voted for and we talk to them that our world can go to be established. We need justice.
Okay.
And like I told you the last time, all of my family died in the war. The women Vanny, the Oliver Vanny, the Sunday Vanny, the Moses Vanny. Then you come
Okay.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, the feedback is so terrible. Yeah. Amen. Amen.
Yeah, but your line is still cracking. Let's hear you.
No, it's okay. No, I'm calling from this program as a guy. This is just side of the day. You hear me now, sir?
Go ahead, you're live. Go ahead.
You know, 100 people, I'm been afraid because they walk right, they're gonna make something just taking out the rest of the thing that the president, prime minister has done, like the rules and other things for which if everything was included.
As far we are concerned, we are holding the president to his word. So I don't think there's any distraction, because these are all separate discussions that will be in case of implementation will be done by different institutions. So the Ministry of Public Works will be doing road, while the Senate and House are discussing the issue of establishment of one economic crimes code. How would that distract the president?
Look at the appointment of government officials. They are not even going on 20-30%. And all of our countries, our ministries are significant and the things that have been done. How long 100 days? I think we are going probably have 100 days.
Okay, we take your point. That's your opinion on the show. Let's take Emmett. Emmett, good morning. You mean if you were here, you have post smoke on your back? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know, sorry for Giovanni, who called the Cassius Jacob man. He called Cassius is late. You know that?
Oh,
yeah, Cassius Jacob is late. Yeah, so he himself got killed in a same manga war in I think 94 or something like that.
Yeah, let's get more calls out until 8:25.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the mandate. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead. But why you sounding low like that?
Our online people are not getting you, so please be audible.
Go ahead. That's some of them they can call the root of engagement. Okay. Okay. Okay, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's speak of this call.
Okay,
good morning, Milton Yoko.
What I want to call to know is that in leadership and certain things you call experience, certain things you call the writing. You need no one's attention to do the writing because it's the writing. So the government did not make a mistake by saying I'm going to consult on people to sign for something good. But you know they want to go for the people. I want to know that when I get to people to afford war, those are issues of money and power.
Milton, man. Okay.
Milton, you can be serious, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get this. Yes.
Yeah.
It's people are fighting to get through. Let me see if I can get it through. Yes. So yeah, 0770202579. Yes.
Let's pick this caller.
Pick
That
that
is
one.
true.
Let me see.
Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
So proud of it. These are the issues we want to see representative undertaking. You know, the issue of the work record, I mean, no matter the tone this morning, I think you are signing all the lines and then you are different. But what we do when things don't happen, when you don't serve as president, it may not be our generation now, but it's the generation to come, people will get advantage of our children or children. It will be like, when this happens, anyway, yeah, enjoy. And we also want to use this video to send this message to all creatures. You don't have to personalize the war brand issue. You are not the only person in the war brand on this council. You have more than thousands of people. All you need to do is when the time comes, you go there and explain your fact. Whether you the one on work and you did that all. So I'm proud, honorable, and we all are here. We are committed to the process. We give our support. We will continue to talk and don't work record to try to be our nation.
Okay.
I work from Laura Sutan to Marka. So where it is.
Now, fear for Laura Sutan.
You can feed it, sir.
You can feed it. That's one thing.
Yeah.
And my own experience was with the late General Tilly. I
Okay.
greatly heard that name.
Yes.
Yes.
And when I reading the
Yeah.
TRC report, I saw General Tilly.
Tilly have me on gunpoint.
Mhm.
Yes. Executed 10.
A young man.
Yeah, a kid.
Yeah,
Well, 20, he killed 10 and 10 left. So
Jesus.
these 10 are future leaders. So that one of the future leaders you're talking.
Wow. Okay. Well, let me take.
Yeah, our last fella.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Your name, boy? Join us from Chief. Okay. Okay.
To congratulate you for the development you carry on with the supermarket.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you're not a supporter. You voted against him. Okay. That's good.
So the development you carry on there, my advice strategically is continue and engage those strategic areas. And our town hall, is to raise more money for the district as well. That Tangier Junction area, the Diesel Junction. In fact, wherever you see that the development for the people here represent you work well.
Okay.
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 So
thank
maybe
you.
during the course of the week, Marka and I will pay our own visit. Nothing you're talking about the district. We see our own eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some more while you listen up to the callers.
Let me just run through it quickly before my colleagues come on board. I would like to say this as it relates to the district. We had a district retreat where we had 120 delegates. We explained to them the nature of what we're doing now, and we're doing it without any fear. Then I would like to say another thing. According to the Penal Code of Liberia, which is part of our constitution, 11.1 to 11.14. When you read it, it talk about murder, it talk about treason, those who overthrow government. But because of their so-called amnesty, I'm not discussing who overthrow government. I'm discussing murder. We have people that kill people, especially there's a case in Bond County, in Lima County, and those that did that, they are in jail according to the law. The law, they are already in jail. But then let's look at those that committed atrocity, right? Should we bend the constitution? I'm saying no to that. We cannot bend the constitution.
So, Mobile, please, they're just squeezing on Roboshua. I think you want to make a point. Yes. So, yes, let's see if we can get into. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Good morning, Honorable.
And good morning to your listener audience. So, good morning. Hello?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we called to give support to our colleague in studio calling for the establishment of the War and Economics Grant Code. Because one thing is the culture of impunity must end. This code is, when it's established, it is not about an individual, it's about healing the wound of our country. Right now, what Liberia is experiencing is something like the Edo soup, where the top part of it will look so cool, but below it is hot. The reason why I joined this course is because in the district that I represent, we have 6 massacre sites, and people are living with perpetrators, and every time they see them, they get angry. So,
Is that District 5 Grand Bassa?
Electoral District 5 Grabasa County, we have 6 massacre sites in that district.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's very, very terrible. We don't want people thinking it's about them. I've listened to Prince Joseph over and over and again. He kept saying that he took up arms for a reason, that his people were being killed. And if he feels that it's justified, he go and state a case in court. Not everybody that fought war is a war criminal. So let him go and state a case. And probably, who knows, he might be free. Many other people will do the same, because Yeke Kolobada also fought the war, but he's a co-sponsor to the establishment of the War and Economics Grant Code in Liberia. So I think people should be given the opportunity to go and adjudicate themselves in a code of competent jurisdiction, and of all these biases. So if this is something that we want, it will heal the country, it will reconcile properly. And probably because we'll be addressing the issue of war and crimes, investors will be attracted, because for once we'll be looking at healing our country to invite people that this is not a lawless country. And people saying that the president is leaving his mantra and going after war crimes. In the arrest, one of the hour there is the rule of law.
Okay.
Establishing a code to address issue is going by the rule of law. So we commend the president for that his mantra, and we are the 55th legislature, especially as a representative, we want to see a war crimes go so that Liberians can have a sense of reasoning, and that the culture of impunity will have started to come to an end.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable. Yes.
Yes. So Mama can just use the next 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, his colleagues just right over him, Jacob DB of Grand Judea District 3. Yeah.
All right. I think I were able to clarify the issue of resolution to that of a bill, and I'm one person. We started this thing. I'm not afraid with all of those threatening remarks coming out private on a private number, and I receiving call. I'm not moved by all those chicken stuff. I believe that we should establish the War Crime Code and Economic Crime Code here in Liberia. We continue to push this thing, and also urging the president. It is with the Senate. If the Senate play games, you also have the right to issue an executive order. We need this order so that Liberia can have those who committed atrocity penalized. And our people are looking at you. You need to do what the people want. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, so as we take leave, we fun time to see that they're working.
Yeah.
Just do a district tour and see for ourselves. Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Yes. Great. The voice of Honorable Sumo Moba on the True Breakfast Show on 96.1 The Hot and Soul of Liberia. Let's bring on our next guest. It's another lawmaker on what Jacob DB from Grand Judea County. But Max Maxwell, I think it's Maxim Pacquiao. Yeah, he wrote something very important. Cambodia is another country that also brought on the War Economics Crime Code from way World War II.
Right.
So those some of the perpetrators are dead. Some of them have reached the age of 91, 89 years old. They still face justice. So I mean, that was just 3 years ago. So it is what our country won, and this decision now have gone up to the House of Senate. Anyway, yes, we're following up. They talk, we listen. We have another lawmaker just arrived and well seated this time around from District number 3, Grand Judea County. Remember, a tough talking senator from that county, Senator Thomas Nina Yaya from his county said, yes, this is not what we need now. Anyway,
The senator say, you go bring white people, you go bring white people. You want to play the man for us?
yeah, where is it?
It should be here. Oh,
Let's see something.
Senator,
Yeah, here it is.
You go bring white people. You go bring white people.
Now, what put decision?
Play.
Okay.
You go bring white people.
Let me press play and see.
Oh, the white man in this country? Yeah.
Is it you call it white man?
You call it white man. You call it white man in the country.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, the white man in this country? You are doing harm. Not to me, but to the rest of the 4.5 million people who are younger than 40 years old. Take it from your agenda. We know that you want justice, but that's not how you want to seek justice in your first 2 months of government.
Okay. Yeah, that's what 2 months of government is going to Joseph for that.
You call it white people, yeah?
Yeah.
Or did I call it white people, yeah?
No. the white side, yeah. The white Ben, yeah.
Go to court here for standing there when you go to court back.
You will not be in front of the police station until someone take you there.
Yeah. You'll never understand.
Yeah. Let's link up with Jacob Divi, District 3 Representative, Grand Julia County, and we announced to the public 9:15 we'll have the United Party Chairman, Reverend Luther Tapper with us at 9:15 this morning. Yes. Let's link up with Jacob Divi. Jacob, good morning, Honorable Jacob Divi. Yes, I still call him Jacob Divi. He's honorable. The one where Bell classroom lecturer oil log. So he's honorable now. I'm giving you a title back to you. Good morning to you, Honorable Divi.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, and good morning to the peace-loving people of God. Good morning to those listening. Good morning to all of you down there. And I know people are glued to the radio. On my way coming, I've been listening to the radio, and the enthusiasm has been so high from the public. So yes, good morning.
And by the way, folks in Grand Julia morning to us, your beloved county.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. So good morning to the people of Grand Julia, to my own people, especially those from Boston District. Good morning. Good morning. I know you are doing good.
Okay, that is great. You have been spectator over the time, watching over the legislature, people going there, all of you calling them, oh, honorable. Now you are a player, no longer a spectator. Tell us what have been your experience in the legislature so far.
So before coming to the legislature, exactly as you said, I've been watching, I've been following the activities. And so when I got to the place, we got there, we hit the ground running because we were not stranger from everything that we've been part of, reading, listening. So yes, we hit the ground running, and our expectations are being met. The fact that the 55th, many of us went to that place with a determined mind, a mind to change this country, a mind to make sure that we right the wrongs, so that this country becomes a country that all of us are proud of when we have retired from governance. So we think that it's not a good thing to be in a country where the rule of law is not adhered to. The system doesn't support all of us. So we went there that we will change things. We will make sure that Liberia is a country that everyone will run back to. Before the war, Liberia was one of the best countries in the world. And everybody came here. The infrastructures were in place in terms of the health system, in terms of the education, in terms of agriculture. Everything was in place. But right after the war, everything broke down. And since then, many of our people have not had that willpower. They have not had that courage to make sure that the right things are done. And so that's why you see people driving on tail lane. That's why you see when there are 5 decks of rest in a room, and you say 5 Liberians should go in, all of them will fight, even though the 5 of them are entitled to one each, but they will still fight. So because there's no system, things have been broken down, no one providing that mentorship. So we said, this time around, we must change things. And that's what you see, and that you have heard, that we have been able to do things that people have not been doing. So the 55th is really, really strong with the leadership we have. The speaker, the deputy speaker, and the colleagues, they are very determined to make sure that we have a country that all of us are proud of.
were you one of those who abstained from voting on the resolution to establish a World Economic Crimes Court?
For the matter of fact, for the record, I'm one of the I co-sponsor it, Small and myself, Honorable Model by myself, and Austin Taylor, and rest of them, all my colleagues, we will co-sponsor the resolution to ensure that we have this War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia to serve as a deterrent. We have lived our lives in fear. We have lived our lives without respecting one another. And I think that should stop. The 50-50 thing that it should stop.
Okay, so you signed.
Yes, I signed. I co-sponsored, not just signed, but I co-sponsored the resolution.
Okay, that is great. So one of your own, a member of your caucus, came out. You just listened to the excerpt we played. He's angry that international partners are coming to the country to discuss the issue of setting up a tribunal, and you members of the House are passing resolutions and pushing it up to the Senate. I mean, he's angry. You think the government should focus on the arrest agenda, focus on road development, and forget about this War and Economic Crimes Court? Senator Thomas Yaya Nimne.
Yes, so actually I don't want to discuss him because he's entitled to his view like any other person. So yeah, he's entitled to what he says, and that's why the rule of law is there. All of us should have the time in court and should be able to exonerate ourselves. So yes, he's entitled to his view. He feels that way, and all of us feel the way we feel. So I feel opposite, and he feels that way. So yes, we have to respect him for what he says.
What is his reaction from your counter? I mean, Grand Jury. I mean, he's senator. Your lawmaker probably will be mixed reaction. What I Grand Jury saying?
So many of us think that there must be this rule, there must be this war crime court, for because people I have been here O'Neill since 1992. I came from exile. I've been here. There have been so many lies, so many lies. They have incriminated Grenadians. They have segregated. They have been biased. They have been, they have done a lot of things against us that we sometimes the Grenadians are not part of. And so we said, yes, let's have our day in court. Let the Liberians and let the world know who actually did what. So this is an opportunity for all of us Liberians to be able to know the exact truth. You can know the truth from speculations. People have written history and wrote the history based on sentiments, based on how they feel, based on what they think. So you see, our history is not the exact story of Liberia. So these things will be able to help us to write the exact history so that we know who are the
What is your caucus saying? I mean, the Grand Jury caucus. I mean, you and chat going back and forth. Are they in the majority support of this one economic council?
Yeah, but who doesn't want justice? Who doesn't want justice?
You just listen up to the senator. I mean, you say you don't want to go in detail, but the caucus in total, what are they saying?
The caucus will support justice. We are law-abiding people. We don't go against what the people of Liberia say. So we are. I just told you that Liberians, especially Grenadians, they have been marginalized in terms of things. They have been segregated against, and I can go on telling you many things that I told you. I have lived here since 1992, and all my times here, I've been going to school. I've been having friends, and I've seen the kind of resentment sometimes, the kind of treatment they give us only because we are crown. Some of them have never interacted with crown people, but because they have heard rumors, they have heard people have said this, the stereotype. So this is an opportunity for Grenadians to be able to exonerate themselves, for the world to know what is exactly going on or what has gone on in this country, what has happened, what brought the war, how the war came about. The story need to be told so that the exact story, the exact things are heard, the exact things are said, and then from there we can write our history. Mind you, our history is not in full, is not completed. When you read the history book written by the late Professor Seguano, when you read what others have said, and you read what they have in Arizona, you read everything, you find out that there are things that are missing, and the right stories need to be said. I won't we thought of rewriting our history and saying the love of liberty brought us here. Others said no, we were here before the settlers came. And so you understand that people were writing history to appease themselves. So this is the time for us in Liberia, for the world to know the exact story of Liberia. Who are Liberians, where they come from, who started the war, how the war started, why we kill one another, even though we.
So how can the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code contribute to that?
So the war crimes, as I said, there were massacre, there were people killed in cold blood because either you are a Pele man, or you are a Mandingo man, or you are a Crown man, or you are a Mano man. People were killed simply because they belong to a specific tribe, and that should not happen. So when we start to understand that we are Liberians, we own this country, and we have to live here and coexist regardless of where we come from or who we are. We start to appreciate our own culture. We start to appreciate our own country. Many of us in this country don't appreciate Liberia. We think that we don't belong here. You look at the kind of infrastructures, look at the kind of projects government undertake. People come to this country, or loot or take money from here, corrupt the system, corrupt the country, and go and invest in other countries. Because we are not nationalistic, we have not understood who we are. That's why you see everything happening as if we are here passing. Pretty fast, things are going on. You go to the concessions, all the concessionaire, you go there, you find them building pretty fast, building things that are substandard. Things are not done to be able to appreciate this country. So these things, the War and Economic Crimes Code, the War Crime Code will make sure that people who think that they should do things and go with impunity will stop. They will understand that this country belongs to us. The rule of law will hold you responsible when you kill someone who has not offended you, who is harmless to you. When you kill that person, you must go to jail, you must be prosecuted, you must serve your term in court, and you must serve your term in jail. That will serve as a precedent and will tell Liberians that you don't need to just harm anybody because you think you have the biggest gun or you think you are wicked. You don't need to do that. Or you have some support somewhere. You don't need to do that. This country is our country. This is where we belong. This is where we were born. This is the only place we have to live as citizens without being naturalized. This is a place that God gave us. We must appreciate it and we must live here.
Let justice be done to all. Great. Yes, great. Honorable Jacob Divi, Representative District 3, Grand Julia County. Just before we get the lines activated, over the past day or so, I've been reminding the president of the rule. One major pull down of rain will cut the entire Grand Julia off. You want to add your voice to that?
That's something I want to talk about. The president said in his first 100 days there will be no car stop in the mud. But the first time I was here, I said the first 100 days will be dry season. But because of the climate change now, the rain is pulling, and Grand Julia, the southeast, is always raining. I sent some cement Grand Julia a few days. It took some days on the way because there was some rain and the mud. The road has not been graded. No machine from Tapeta to Zwedru, and from Zwedru to River G. In between there are cars stuck in the mud. Cars stuck in the mud. So
how many hours from Tapetown to Zwedru?
Tapeta to Zwedru will take you almost like 5 hours because of there was something that will take you 6 hours. But actually, it should be less than that when the road is graded well. I'm not saying paved. When the road is graded, it should take you at most 4 hours from Tapeta to Zwedru, at most 4 hours. But the road, I don't understand. The road is getting bad because no one has touched it. During the rainy season, we find ourselves out. We dig the mud, we dig the road, we pass and then leave the holes in there. Sometimes we put rocks in the hole just for them to be able to pass through. And you can't blame anybody. We need to go. So we find our way out. So we thought by now the government will have started grading the road. We don't need an asphalt pavement now. All we need is just put the grader on the road, grade the road, try again to compact, fill the backfill the holes, and make sure clean the mud, the trees, the forest on the road, push them back so that there can be sunlight. then the roads will get dry. But if we can do that now until April, it will be difficult. As we speak, is getting even to go beyond Zwedru is almost impossible. Cars are stuck in the mud. My colleagues came from Maryland, came from River G, and the road is bad. For now, we can make it from here to Grand G, but when the rain starts to pour, it will be difficult to go. So we want the government, they have the will to do it, but I don't know how, since the 100 days are almost, we are almost in 40 days of the 100 days, we have 60 more days, or at most those kinds of days going. So we need to be serious about it. The government needs to be serious. The public works minister, I know he's a very energetic person.
I mean, you're government. Maybe you could sign the public works minister, Minister Giddens, and then just putting up reminding.
Yes, yeah. The committee on public works did. He spoke with him. I was privileged to be in a meeting, even though I did not end the meeting because of some other engagements. He spoke about the next week, like he said, next week or so, the machines will get on the way and they will be great in the way. He said that, but again, we want to urge them, we want to encourage them to do it because the roads will get by very soon. And one of the things that will happen, it will accelerate economic growth. When the roads are good from here to Maryland, from here to Menacoma, when the roads are good, you know that Lofa County used to be the bread basket until Nema came and took it from them. So if the roads, and because I'm sure because of the road, that's why Nema is making headways in terms of agriculture. But the Lufians are very, very productive people. Once the roads are good, they will have the opportunity to move their produce back to the market. And we in Grenada will do the same. So we want the government to feel encouraged. We want the government to muster the courage to continue to do the work they promised to do. The minister is an energetic fellow. He has that patriotic mind to do it. And I know they will do it, but the timing is getting off their hands and need to do that because roads are what help us in our country to move things.
So just one last, maybe you can just use 30 seconds to respond to this. I think a couple of days ago, we saw two groups at the Capitol, one defending the confirmation of the superintendent designate, and the other team saying he should not be confirmed. As member of the caucus, what is your take on this issue of the confirmation of Alex Grant?
One of the caucus members, I think two of us are for, and two will be against. For now, we are just four. Unfortunately, one of our colleagues passed, and he has not been replaced. So we are four members of the caucus. Two of us are in for his confirmation. The problem here is that Honorable Grant is a member of the United Party. Honorable Grant was the only candidate in Grand Unit on the party ticket, the United Party ticket. And only now that he contested as a senatorial candidate on the United Party ticket. So it means that he is an executive, he is a senior member of the United Party. So if this man, so I told people is that indirectly, the votes that United Party got in Grand Unit got it because of his presence on the ticket. So he is a senior member of the United Party. And for you to become superintendent in Grand Unit, you must be a crown man. So the president, in his wisdom, has appointed one of us a crown man. So always there will be people feeling different, people saying having different mind and thinking that, okay, this should be me and this should not be you. But when the president makes an appointment, all we do as citizens of Grand Unit, all we do have caucus is to find a way, work with the president and make sure that in fact, the senator will have to report even though to the president, but we have oversight. We will ensure that the right things are done. If the superintendent doesn't do what the county wants, we as senators, we as representatives, we as caucus will have to checkmate him and say, you are going the wrong way. And if the right thing is not done, we can recommend. But for us to outrightly tell the president to withdraw his appointment, it's not me. That to me, that doesn't look good. We should give one another chance and be able to work together. All of us that are appointed, not everybody in Grand Unit want us. Not everybody in Grand Unit want us. Many persons you ask in Grand Unit say no, but the majority voted, and the majority voted us.
Okay. Great. All right, we have to respect one another and allow to go through the voiceover from District 3 lawmaker Honorable Jacob David, live and false on the True Breakfast Show. Let's get some reaction from the public. 0770-153-265
and 0770-202579. 0770-202579. The first caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka. When you do zero people that are joining for the one my give you can't do the breakfast, I can't do it. Let me appreciate the studio there. And let me thank you for the child and for in bringing new work and go to where we are right now. And let me say this clear to our senator for Nima and that right here. This is not making a prayer, but we the victim of the war, we will not sit and look at the child. I think what our fellows should be doing right now, they should be apologizing to the public that are wrongdoing. To say I better bring a camera and have dialogue. For coming to say that the only that will tell them nobody is more than bread and a prayer. And I was saying, I'm telling them also, and we'll make sure the best thing will happen.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead. Yo, happy wedding this morning. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. And let me say a pleasant good morning to all of you. I'm calling from District 4, and this is the voice of Akwe Senior. And let me say a pleasant good morning to the Honorable in studio. Marka, you see, what I can say to the Honorable and other members of the 55th legislature, that they take their signature to this resolution, I can simply say to them that they are about to make history in our country. Look, Marka, there's a famous saying that says, justice delayed is not justice denied. Some may say the war has been over a long time, 20 years ago, 21 years ago, 22 years ago. But let us remember that the scar of the war is still affecting some people, even up to today's date as we speak. What happens to those people who the scars of the war are still affecting? What happens to them? These people are yearning for justice. And the only way I think these people can get justice is by establishing this war in economic crime code. I don't know why some of our leaders would see this as a wish. No, it's not a wish. Like I said yesterday, say you are not using drugs or you are not a drug user. And then somebody tells you, okay, so come let us conduct drug tests or do drug tests. And then you say, no, I don't want to do drug tests. Why is it here? If the only you say you're not a drug user, definitely if you're not a drug user, you open up to drug tests.
Okay, thank you. You made a point. Good morning. Others are on the line.
Good morning, Marka. And let me say good morning to the people of Liberia. This is the voice of Kitachi's Galon Temi. And Marka, I join you for the two-port bro. Marka, let me say this morning that I don't know why people are feeling so targeted about the issue of the war crime code. I think that's why normally these issues about these courts trial have been done. People are not just being caught and placed behind bar because certain people feel like, hey, you have done this and you must go through the penalties. No, investigations are done, and it's not just a one-year thing. This thing is a process. The first time someone will come and testify, another person comes. So this thing is a long process. But I'm saying those that are feeling targeted in my mind, it's a time that you just feel relaxed. And you feel that you are not part of this process. Hey, don't worry. This is just simple. Get there, clarify it. Because I'm hearing some of them are saying that I did it because I have to defend my people. Yes, and you tell that, feel quiet, feel relaxed. I want to take my process of the wrong
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kibashi Temen. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Go ahead quickly.
Good morning to your studio again. I'm the first time I'm trying to come up with from issue 15 receiving. Thank you for the conversation. You know, when
Okay. Thank you so much, brother. Thanks for joining. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. And let me say good morning to many listeners and people part of the broadcast. But I love to see from Junior and coming for Lord my difficulty this morning. Marka, let me join all of us to say that the establishment of this war in economic code, it is timely and in the best direction for the commerce of this nation. Look, Liberians have been yearning for this particular code establishment over decades. The days of the former president leave the days of former president we are. Now, Ambassador Waka, who is a current president, has taken this particular lead step. We must be commendable. And this is why some of us have continuously filled the legislature, especially the House of Representatives, for the initial step taken. This thing should not be looked at by some individual as if to say this school establishment is just meant for them. This is where you go and explain yourself. Like some of them have been saying, they protected their citizens, they protected their country. We know the code and see how happens if you be exonerated or not. So
Okay. Thank you. This final one. Good morning.
good morning to the honorable steel.
Joe again.
Yeah, Joe. Anytime you have a work, uncle, like I said to you, my heart will bleed. And it keep bleeding until the perpetrator can find themselves going to court and explain why they fight the war. To the issue of the economic code, Marka, you think in your mind, resources like blood got for us to be poor as a citizen of this country, you think it's fair? Other countries, somebody only on one, you can go in other country, their country is well better off. Some people think they are well better off. We got gold, we got diamond, we got timber, we got iron, but we still not even risk. Risk land, poor people. People talking about economic growth here, they say one waste on them, waste on them. No, although that has stolen from this country, there must be a time set up for them to go to explain to us how they get that work. Somebody that came down the land, they were loading car around Maggie. Today they are millionaire. So
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just squeeze in the last one. Hello? Okay. Yes. Me do this final one. Hello?
Good morning, Marka.
Just a minute, please. Yes.
Good morning,
Okay. Go ahead.
You see, there's a point to on a resolution. Okay, why this is all because you be instead of creating of making a bill to set up this code. So you need to be confused. Why are they not making a bill to set up this thing? I mean, what as I'm looking at
All right. Okay. Thank you. David, do you want to speak to that? That specific part of it.
So again, everybody, as I said, the World and Economic Crime Code, especially the World Crime Code, is something that we are pushing for, not because we want to witch hunt. This is not about witch hunting anyone. It's about bringing justice and giving justice to the victims, so that we prevent and stop the culture of impunity in this country. For so long, we have gone, with that impunity. Everybody feels that he or she has the law, or he or she owns this country. Our judicial system must be respected. Our judicial system must be able to take preeminence. We must be able to allow people to account, to speak to what they have done wrong, be given fair trial. And so the issue of a resolution is a crafted paper, or is a determined mind that I will do this thing. So we, as a legislature, we are in the representative, we have said to ourselves that we are determined to establish this code. And the first step is to have that resolution. For example, if you want to you want to build a house, the first thing you need to do is to conceive that you want to build it. You can't build a house without having that determination as a person. So for a senator to say that, I think he was trading on different route. But for me, I think, and we as the representative, we think that for us to start the process of writing the act or the bill, you must first of all be determined. You must know who want to do it, how you want to do it. So the resolution, it guides us. So we have written a resolution, we have signed a resolution telling the Liberian people that yes, we are ready, we are convinced that this is the right way to get Liberia back on the right trajectory. And so because of that, we resoluted. And that's what resolution means. We resoluted, agreed. People can say, oh, I make a resolution for this year. So you make your resolution for the year. You make a resolution for the way forward. So we have resoluted that we want a war crime code, and everything we want will catalog, and we sign it, pass it on to the House of Senate. They have to look at it and concord, or if they don't want to do it, is the Liberian people who are going to tell them, because all of us elected them. So now the pressure now, the willpower will come from the Liberian people, what they wanted, and tell their senators that the resolution that the representative passed, they are resolute. They have resoluted that they will do it. You yourself need to be resolute. You need to concur with them so that the war crimes can be established. So when we agree, then we start the process of the bill. We start the process of enacting it. So from that point, the representatives and the legislature will find money in the budget to go back into our various districts to explain to our constituents why the war crime is important, why the economic crimes is important. But the first step to do is to have a resolution passed that will give us the opportunity, that will give us the grounds to start to ask for money.
Okay.
You can't ask people for money. It means that we're just talking. So you have to resolute that you are convinced that it is a firm decision that you have made, that it can be changed. You want it, and this is the way to start. And
okay.
Plus of us that have signed, we are resolved that this should happen, and it will happen because the Liberian people want it. Okay. Let me end on this part.
Yes, finally.
Yeah. So this is not about a particular group of persons. This war crime code, the economic crime code, is not about a particular person. I told you I come from Grand Jide, and I'm asking for a war crime code because I want the right things to be done. We need a country that all of us can be proud of. We need a country where people who suffer psychological or problems during the war, those who saw their relatives killed, those who saw their parents. I have 3 or 4 of my younger who saw their parents killed. And if it had not been for the church, some of the churches in Liberia, some other philanthropists, these people who have been Zogos, they are going to be wayward. Many of what you see in this country is because of the war. People.
Okay, thank you.
Those who were supporting them were killed in cold blood. So we need to give them justice. We need to tell them that they belong to this country. This country is a country of law, and the war crime code will start that process. It will heal that process.
Okay. Thank you ever so much for coming. It's great you passed through this morning. Your discussion this morning has been very insightful. And thanks again. We hope we can do this another time again. Thank you so much. Okay, he's Representative Jacob Debbie from Grand Jide County District 3. Coming up next is Sports on the TBS. Yes, so let's join Naomi Tapia this morning to bring us sports on the TBS as usual. Naomi, good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. Dubuque defeated the Scorers 2-0 in the quarterfinals of the Orange Cup at a Samarkand Sports Complex practice pitch in the first leg. Defending champions Leska FC and Pings UFC settled for a 1-1 draw at the same venue. while Global Farmer and Mighty Barrow also settled for a 1-all draw at the Deep West Stadium. First Division star Invincible 11 and Second Division Junior Professionals ended their encounter 1-all at the Antoinette Tatman Stadium, making the Orange quarterfinals first leg a 1-all draw feast. Chicago Dominic Jate, late hero, helped his side to secure the draw away from home. He increased his goals to 2 with 1 assist in 3 games. The leadership of the Sports Writers Association of Liberia has set up an ad hoc reconciliatory committee to organize a retreat for the organization. The committee, which is chaired by journalist Dennis Dudu, is being tasked to arrange the retreat from March 7, 2024 to April 12, 2024 in an effort to reconcile and unite all sports journalists across the country. The leadership has meanwhile constituted the statutory committees, which includes membership and social planning, ways, means, finance, intellectual, amongst others, in line with SWA's constitution. The advisory committee is chaired by veteran journalist Sibo Williams and co-chaired by Malcolm Joseph, while Ernest Marka chairs the grievance and disciplinary committee, chaired and co-chaired by Danishas Mate and Momo Sion, along with Marcus Martina Bruce chairs the Ways, Means, and Finance Committee, assisted by Moses Kazoo. Brighton have reported objects being thrown at their fans by Roman supporters in the Europa League tie in Italy, where a lot of the bottles, coins, and lighters being thrown by home supporters into the away end, said a Brighton statement. Brighton were beaten 4-0 in the first leg of their last 16 tie against the Serie A side. 2 Brighton and Hovian Albon fans were stabbed in Rome before the side's match. One fan said he was in a group who were attacked by about 6 people wearing balaclavas. He added that 2 friends were stabbed, with one remaining in hospital, and told the BBC Sussex he had been punched and kicked. About 3,500 Brighton fans traveled to Rome for the first leg of the tie. And in Manchester City striker Erling Haaland does not mind what Liverpool strength Alexander Arnold says, as he doesn't know how it feels to win the triple. The Reds defender said that Liverpool's trophies honoring club will mean more than City's honor Pep Guardiola. The Premier League leaders are at home on Sunday to City, who won the league, FA Cup, and Champions League last term. Guardiola and club have won every major honor since taking charge in 2016 and 15, respectively. Although City have lifted 14 major trophies to Liverpool's 7. City have been charged with more than 100 breaches of financial rules from 2009 to 2018, with the Premier League saying a date for the hearing has been set. In a recent interview with 442, Alexander Arnold said, looking back on this era, although they have won more titles than us and have probably been more successful, our trophies will mean more to us and our fan base because of the situations at both clubs financially. Last season's triple success came 24 years after Manchester City spent the 1998-99 season playing in League One, the 3rd tier of English football. The Blues were in the Championship, the 2nd tier, as recently as 2001-2. That's all from our sports desk.
And of course, sports is a regular feature here on the TBS and Truth 96 from 1FM. Let's bring a couple of our commercials with Orange Liberia this morning on the TBS, as we already have in the house the national chairman of the ruling Unity Party.
Oh, that Mr. Football Darling!
Chairman, yes. Before you start liking football,
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
I would like to.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family. Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family. Your family.
Introducing the Orange Money Card to Wallet service. How to transfer money from your bank card to an Orange Money wallet with the Card to Wallet service. Go to the Orange Botswana website at www.orange.co.bw and select the drop-down menu and click on Orange Online. This will open a new tab which will ask you to sign in. Click on Sign Up to register for the Card to Wallet service as a new user. Enter your name, surname, the Orange number and email address that will be linked to this service. Proceed to enter your occupation and create and confirm your password, which you will then be required to sign in with every time you make a card to wallet transfer. You will then receive an email confirmation. Enter the one-time PIN that you received on your phone. Click on the email confirmation link to finish off the registration. Once the registration is complete, log in, click on Card to Wallet, then enter the Orange Money number you are transferring to and the amount. Continue by entering the source of funds, purpose of funds, and proceed to payment. Click the Visa or MasterCard option and enter your card number, your full names as well as the card expiry date. Proceed to enter the CVV number and click Continue. Enter the one-time PIN.
This is where national unity begins. Like we indicated this morning, we have with us the national chairman of the ruling party, Reverend Dr. Tape, here this morning.
Yes, thank you so much, Marka. Again, would like to say good morning to all of you listening. Good morning to the folks in Nimba, Truth 96.9 in Bond for relaying us 96.1 in Sackley, PA. The affiliate radio station carrying this last segment of the True Breakfast Show 96.1. My name is O'Neill, and of course, a privilege to have the chairman of the Unity Party, Reverend Dr. Luther Tape, live with us on the TBS. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, O'Neill, and good morning to the family of the True FM. It's great to be here.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty well. It's been a journey of excitement since we won elections, and I'm very pleased to be here with you on True FM to conduct my first major interview as a ruling party chairman.
Okay.
So thank you for that, for breaking that record on me.
It's a new record. Anyway, great. So maybe I should ask, how is the Unity Party in particular? Since winning the election, the last interview was you was before the runoff. Yes. So how is it?
The party is doing pretty well. As you know, we are now in the government seat of the country, and you know that it takes a lot of time to put together a winning and major team that will deliver for the people of Liberia. The president is doing pretty well. The vice president is doing well. Leaders of the party, some of them, my able deputy in the party. She's now a senator from Green Cayman County. And SG, as you know, is now the UMD for the LPRC. And so many party officials have taken positions. Many of us, those of us who were there almost at the party headquarters meeting partisans, it's been hectic, but a very enjoyable ride.
You saw this coming. I mean, during the election, we have the ruling establishment. The CDC was going for the second term. You have other political parties, the CPP, also consistent rescue. You saw this, that one of these days, yes, President, now he's president, going to be the head of state.
Absolutely. Only I was always saying it here that we're going to win these elections. And we want to thank the Liberian people for entrusting state power with the Unity Party once again. We've broken a record that is very unprecedented in the Liberian political history, where since multi-party democracy in Liberia from, Senate two party left in 1980, they ruled the country for 133 years. And then President Doe, the military government, and then the MDPL, his party, was defeated. And I mean, he died, and the party died along with him. And then we had terrible civil crisis. Then Charles Taylor ruled the country. He did not even end his term. And then the Unity Party took over and ruled the country for 12 years.
12 years.
And then, but then we remain very saliently strategic. When we left power, no one thought that, because in the Liberian political history, no opposition party that lost the presidency will be able to re-collaborate and bounce back. But we managed to do it with the help of a lot of brilliant, with help of golfers, leadership, a lot of brilliant people came together and re-collaborated the political machinery, and nobody thought that we were going to defeat President. We are a celebrity star, loved by many young people. In fact, not only Liberians were very hesitant and doubtful of UP's chances, but I tell you, even in the international world, when you engaged people, don't forget about it. You can't defeat an incumbent, young, vibrant WIA. It's not possible. But we made it impossible possible. And so special thanks to the entire rescue team. We were able to build alliances, when the CPP
you couldn't make it on your own. You have to go back
obviously.
to this political party and leave your own bowl and let's defeat George Weah.
Yes.
Very popular, candidate.
The guy's popular. You can't take it away from him. He built he built a unique platform for himself in the heart of the young people. And so we have to collaborate with several political institutions, and they will call it a rescue team. And today we can all celebrate and say, well, it's a job well done for the people of Liberia. And we are, as you can see, even the formation of our government, we see that foreign minister is not a member of the Unity Party.
Yes, from opposition.
And all the key positions in the government, we try to, appreciate them for how far they've come along the rescue mission.
Can you live up to the word rescue? Some point during the political period or the campaign period, so what do you want to rescue? I listen to the former president. What do you want to rescue? Can you live up to that expectation?
We rescue our people from drugs. As you can see, A.B. Kuma, a very proactive security personnel who's on the back of the drug dealer right now, and you're seeing what happened in the social media. In the media, you are a media person. We're rescuing our generation from drugs. You've seen that the economic machine is being tackled by economic experts. We're trying to lay a great foundation for real economic recovery. You're going to see that. It's going to take a little bit more time, but I tell you, somebody like Minister Wema, Kamara, and solid Foreign Minister, Madam Nyanti, the President, the Vice, and the Commerce Minister, Minister Amin Moda. These are all very brilliant minds that are working on resuscitating the economic quagmire of Liberia. And so I have no doubt that in a few months down the road, you're going to see Liberia going from just from a state of stalemate, economic stalemate, to economic vibrancy. And that's where we are going. And I have no doubt with the team that the president has built, Liberia is going to truly recover.
Great. So, what's your relationship like with the president? I mean, there's for some reason something pop up in the air. Well, the chairman, the political party chairman, he's now traveling. He's going back to the U.S. to work. He will not come back to Liberia. Just after the inauguration, I guess you speak to that for the benefit of the doubters who listen. There was money given for inauguration, $1,000 for each committee here was taken. The chairman can no longer see the president. You can speak about that.
It's lovable. Let me say. Let me speak on the issue of the 1,000 first. Before I came to the political space, I had the limelight of national politics. I've had a relationship with the then Vice President Joseph Boakai. And our relationship has been very encouraging, fruitful, and I look up to him as a mentor. Even my desire to jump into the political limelight of the country was based on my relationship with him. And so this is a relationship that cannot be broken. It's built on mutual trust and solid love for Liberia. And so anyone who thinks or insinuates that the chairman has a very bad relationship with the president is just a joker, I would say. And it's not true. I meet the president anytime I want to. At any moment, anytime, even his bedroom, I have no restriction to meet the president. I was with him even before he traveled to Ivory Coast. Okay. I was with him at the executive mansion. I have absolutely no limit of meeting him, seeing him, calling anytime that I want. Because he's a mentor, he's a great statesman that I really admired a lot. And so we have had a relationship before he became chairman of the party. So, with the given the political gravity, the campaign, the hectic nature of the campaign, we told that the rescue team needed some little celebration. President Boakai is a man who cares so much about the grassroots. So he didn't want the inauguration to just be an inauguration right there at a mansion where the elite will be celebrating, or the down masses who made him the president will be left out. And so the decision was made that each district of the country would take $5,000 American dollars to celebrate. And he said to me, he said, Chairman, I'm going to hand this money over to you. That's a level of trust between he and I. But at the time, the money was here to be delivered to the party. I was out of Monrovia.
You're not in
I was not in town.
Okay.
And he gave a specific mandate. He said this money, only the chairman can sign for it. But I was in the Canada.
But the money signed for? Did they sign for the money?
Well, let me give you the whole story so that you can know. And so I said to the treasurer, I said, "Look, you know what, Mr. Ford, you just go there and make sure that we have that money for the celebration of our people around the country." And his finance office called me, and I said, "Yes, he's a man that we trust. He's the treasurer of the party." So Mr. Ford went with all that money to the party headquarters, and all of the county leadership of the 15 counties, their treasurers and leaders, each county with 3 top leaders, went with him to the party headquarters, and they signed for the money. When they signed for the money, they noticed that if each district was celebrating the event, the party headquarters in each county was not captured in a metric. So you are a journalist, but you understand the political nature of it. You know what it means as a party chairman of a Grand Bassa. You take the money and say, you know what, guys, District 1, take it 5,000. District 2, take it 5,000. You guys, what you guys then to look at you and say, oh, my man, or, you know, what would they, the party headquarters in the country where people have been meeting throughout the elections, take some money and celebrate. They would never do it. They would just turn their back to get a bike and go straight. So they say, look, Chairman, send there was no capture of the headquarters in each country. Will you permit us to take 1,000 to celebrate in the party headquarters in the country? Now, these are 15 leaders of the party. They were already en route. They just met on the plane and said, please, Chairman, we need that permission. I said, you know what? Why it is true that we stand for accountability, but what you're saying is true, because right in the heat of the campaign, it was the party headquarters that were hosting women, motorcyclists, all the collaborating parties. Are you expecting them to be watching over the fence and seeing other people celebrating and they don't have something to drink, no rice? So the permission was granted, but it was not a unilateral decision that I took. It was a request, and I saw the wisdom, and they wanted to go to 1,000.
The 1,000 should go across
to help the county structure be part of the celebration. And they went ahead, but it was a mandate that, remember, every penny you're going to use on that 1,000, you're going to report.
Okay.
And I never saw them again. They picked the money and went down to that money was disbursed on the 19th.
Okay.
Inauguration on the 22nd.
Okay.
So they have to quickly rush to the counties, and then to hear people saying that the chairman
took
of the party took 1,000 each. That was a disservice to someone who wants to serve his country. And you know, I know it's politics, but the Liberian politics is so toxic in such a way that people who build their character, people don't care. You know, Liberians don't care to observe who you are over years. And so when people throw mud at you, they can say, well, you know, I know this guy. I don't think he can be part of this. But by God's grace, I built my character. I came into the public space to provide service for my country. Nobody going to scare me from the political space by throwing mud at my impeccable character.
I mean, you should have thick skin.
I already have
you
it.
have a thick skin.
I have it already. But it's all in the public domain that the chairman took the money.
Did it break
But
you
that-
down?
no,
You see your name circulating.
Yeah.
So there are some media outlets was running
They were running with it. I know.
chairman have
Yeah,
taken
taking the money,
1,000,
exactly.
1,000.
But the county chairs have released a preliminary report, and if you look at the metrics, it was all signed by the leadership of the county, and I did not see the money. It all went for the intended purpose, and so I just thought it's good to provide that clarity for the public, because we're in a gullible society where people say, well, you know, yeah, they may not.
The president asked you to say this solve your relationship, your devastated
Absolutely not.
President Marka don't want to see
When
the
he
chairman
heard it,
anymore.
he said, look, he said to Mr. Chairman, welcome to the Liberian politics. They say all kinds of things that are not true. So be strong.
In the next
These
moment,
are the words of the president.
couple of days, you were off to the U.S. Well, he's gone.
Well,
He's gone. He's not going to come back. He's going to work in the U.S.
my trip to the U.S. was a family vacation. When I took over the chairman, I took over the chairmanship of the party at a very crucial time, close to the election. When I won the elections on the 28th, 2022 in Banga, we're inheriting a party trying to recollaborate and make it a formidable party. It wasn't an easy task. So my family couldn't see me. We are a very tight family. My wife and my kids, we're very tight. So for almost 18 months of the year, my family couldn't see me. So one thing I said to them, I said immediately after the election, we're going to the U.S. for vacation.
And they think you're bound to it.
And you know, I bought these tickets around September, before the election. So my wife, my kids say, you know, don't worry, go ahead and do it for you what you feel passionate about for the country. We'll wait. But nothing will change that vacation period.
Win or lose.
Win or lose. But I knew I was winning by God's grace. I knew it. I'm a winner. So we went into that, and you know, so all of this came, and people thought that the chairman wanted a job and no job, so he get very man. I don't know what job I had done. My own government made a walk around with, bro. I have a very pleasant and vibrant relationship with President Boakai, and I'm telling you, I'm going to stay with him, work along with him to make sure that our country is rescued.
Great. So before my colleague Marka can come in, since taking over since January 22nd, I mean, the permanent government, someone says a little bit slow. You have a lot of distraction along the way. The 100-day deliverables, the United Party will not live up to it. What is that? How is it now? Since the 22nd, you promised to rescue the country. What's happening?
We are rescuing the country. It is, it's a proposition that is in process. Look, let me compare the 100 days to a football match.
Okay. Now you're going back to the job we had too, right?
Well, he's not a winner footballer anyway. Okay. Look, when you start a match, sometimes first half can be shaky. Sometimes people say, "Oh, you're playing," but wait until the 90 minutes is over. Okay. President Boakai and his team are resolute. They are determined. Not a political talk. They came to this space with a vision to make sure that Liberia is respected in the community of nations. And I tell you, with the team we have, Liberia will witness a massive growth and development in the months to come. I am very optimistic, and I know it from what I'm seeing, from where I sit, from where I am. I just want to appeal to the public. We inherited a government where everything is virtually stolen in every sector. Now, I'm the board of the chair of the board at the MPA. Everything gone. Cars.
At the national ports.
Everything gone. And it's the same everywhere. And, this is why, people just think public service is a place where you take care of yourself. Liberia got to cut to a point where people who are not called to provide public service should not go to the public sector. Because it's a place where you go, you just help lubricate the economic machine for our people to be served. But every time you see people stealing things and going, and so basic things, very basic things. Right now, most of our ministries are being run by people and nothing. Most of the things are taken. People stole cars, and I'm glad that the president was able to put the asset recovery team together. Okay. Some people say it's late, but it's better late than never. But Liberians need to come to a point in their life that whatever is purchased by the government is not a personal property. And anyone who does that should be prosecuted. We cannot be treating our country this way, always stealing things that don't belong to us. We have a culture of impunity. We can't continue like that because government is continuity. So when the people come to the office and find out that even the House of Legislators, those who are defeated, can you imagine you use government money to purchase and then you leave it, you take it? What kind of culture is that? Only country that does that is Liberia. We have to get serious that when people serve, you got to leave with the record of impeccability. We have to get serious with honesty. Look, the stealing, taking things that don't belong to you, continue to hamper the development agenda of this country. And so UP, in the first 1 month, will struggle because you get no table there. Can you imagine big entities, bosses that's all to carry people to work, all gone? They are spraying. And these are the people you think that can fix Liberia? They just talk when they get a chance to make Liberia to become a shining star among the nations. We disappoint. We cannot. UP will not disappoint Liberia. We are here with a heart of nationalism in our spirit to make sure that Liberia is redeemed, rescued from corruption, from drugs, from hunger, and will become a competitive nation in the international arena.
Thank you, Chairman. This issue of appointing people in tenure position is becoming one of the controversies over the period of time. I don't know what is informing the president's decision. Do you care to talk about that?
Look, this tenure thing, let me say from the onset, Unity Party is a party of law. Until recently, there was a tape released where even the chairman was even there.
Yes, yeah.
And again, the people on the other side ran with the
NASCAR tape.
Yeah. Okay. The chairman and other people have gone to forcefully take over NASCAR. That's not true. The honorable gentleman who have been taking care of NASCAR is sick. He's not well. He's been out of the country for a very long time. And you guys know how important that is to the national affairs of this country. Since as a national government, we're going to 2 months. There is no stamp. There is no stamp of UP image in that very important sector. No, not even one.
If NASCO.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Since we came over, to took over the power,
okay,
no United Party official has gone to monitor things. And we know the man is saying anybody can fall prey to Satan, and we wish him to recover. The president, his wisdom, saw that the importance of NASCO, it's important to have someone who will go there and work alone, so that the government will have an idea of what's going on while the man is on sick leave. The intent, the reason you saw me when Senator Moy, Senator Boto Kane, and even Minister Abi Moda,
yes,
was to go there and present a letter, and the letter was simple. It was not a letter of taking over. It said, officer in charge. I mean, you're going to be working the one with why this man is gone. Because the man's out of the country for several months. And then, from what we're hearing, he's going to be away for a couple of months again. How do you expect a ruling party not to have at least someone within there to know what is going on?
We needed a camera over here to record, because that video went out. It was like the party of future just want to go and change everything.
We can do that. We are people of law.
Okay. I mean, needed a camera within the room because you guys were video recorded.
Yes, I mean,
why was that done in the first place?
It was just a letter. So you know what? In fact, we were not even given a chance. By the time the lawyer said, I want to talk to the president. I said, well, it's not necessary. Then the other guys, we don't even know whether the signature is the president. I said, look, please don't disrespect us here. I'm the chairman of the party. And then we came here. It was a letter to say, you know what? While this man is away, we're sending somebody from the government to just work along with you people. It was not a takeover. And we needed to have someone within NASCO as a government for these months. The man is sick. We pray all the best for him.
So what is the state of that issue now? Because of this public issue, has it been stalled?
And when they told us, Marka, when they told us that, we can't do that now, you got to go to the executive mansion and put it, we quietly left. Someone who want to take over will go with an army and say, okay, you like it or you like it, you leave today. I'm in power. But when they told us that, quietly, Senator Moyena decided, let's go by until that can. So when they begin to put in the public domain that Chairman Tapper led a whole group to go and take over, man, I'm not afraid of anything. If I want to, I'll tell.
So since then, what's a little information from that?
The president had to travel to Ivory Coast and all of that, so he's in Ivory Coast now. But all we were more cared about, all we're concerned about is to have a presence of the UP around someone who just, because the MD is not there, he's sick. We're wishing you recover. As important as NASCO is, you want to tell me why it is there to the end of this year? You want Unity Party to now know exactly what's going on in there?
So Chairman, what's this issue though from the very large allegation of some senators who are vetting at the same time conducting interviews for nominees? Is that to your knowledge that there are names coming up from the Liberian Senate instead of from the office of the president?
You got
I mean, there are some lawmakers who have been seen it. That's why I say it's a large issue.
Look, the Unity Party is aware that we did not pull the victory by ourselves. It was in collaboration with other people. And so those who came alongside us for this victory believe that they deserve some political dividend. So of course there was some talk. But I cannot categorically say that senators were there at the same time vetting, at the same time confirming. I can say that for sure. But there were party leaders and collaborative efforts where they say, this guy he played this role in the rescue mission, and of course we have to listen to them. That's what's happening. But the politics, there are senators that don't, not to my knowledge.
I mean, government. Perhaps maybe you had a whole team fixed that yes, upon winning the election, yes, you started kicking the ball rolling already, but yet and still names have been released, there are people who have been nominated, and still yet to go have the confirmation date and all of that. Are you following it up?
I'm following up. I know that the Liberian people want everything to happen right now, but the process is going steadily and in the right direction. We just want people to be a little bit patient. The president is aware that all of these government parastatus ministry to be filled. Just give us some time. Everything is in the loop, and very soon we'll have all the people that need to be where they need to be to move the economic mission of the country.
Okay. So, Chairman Tapper, one of the hottest debates in the country currently is this issue of the War and Economic Crimes Code with the latest resolution from the House. Other people believe that this is going to distract the administration when it comes to delivering on its 100-day promise. What do you say to that?
Well, you know, there are three branches, and if the House decide to run with that, that's what they think is a priority. But from where I stand as a national chairman, I feel why it is important for justice, the issue of justice to be addressed in the country. Let's take care of the issues that have to do with bread and butter. Let our people have jobs. Let our people have means of supporting themselves and their family. And believe you me, I will always stand for justice at any time. But everything in the governing process needs to be prioritized.
You think the time is not right?
It's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. Justice has no. After all, we lost 250,000 of our citizens who were murdered and killed for no just reason. But what I'm saying is that while the House is running with it, where I think we need to focus now is get the economic crime code. Let corruption. Let's see how we can curtail corruption, and then we can go into the justice. Let's do it step by step. Let's arrest corruption that has been eating the fabric of the Liberian society, and then from there we can go into the economic, not the economic, but the war crime code. But I believe that I'm not condemning them. But if you ask me about priority, my first priority is that let's get all those who have stolen from this country arrested, let them be prosecuted, let them give back the wealth that they are stolen from the country, and then later we can do the other one.
The opposition already counted your 100 days now. And I mean, I listened to a couple of them and said, well, we'll go almost like 50 days, 100-day deliverables. Let's go back to this agenda of the president, the rescue mission. The 100 days, in the first 100 days, no vehicle will be stuck in the mud. Do you still stand with that?
What is what the opposition will do? Their job is to count. Our job is to count. Their job is to count. Our job is to perform.
Okay.
So
so now they are counting, right?
They count.
So Marka, how many days will go now?
I'm not opposition, so I don't know how to count.
No, maybe because I will tell the media and say, yo, watch dog. So we should keep the days for them counting. So you will go almost 50 days.
Yes.
So let's 100 days.
Let the opposition count. It's their job
to count.
Our job is to perform.
Okay.
Don't judge us until the 100 days is over. But I'm very sure that and optimistic that the team we have is going to deliver. Look, I was with the Minister of Public Works yesterday. I don't want to tell you what we discussed. Okay. But they are vibrant plans. They are practical, pragmatic plans.
During campaign period, I mean, most of this will hold you for what you said, because it was during the campaign period, you said, well, in 100 days, no vehicle will be stuck in the mud. So now they are counting 100 days. Yes. I mean, the soft instinct counties, they are looking up to, as part of your promise to the country, they're living up to it.
Call me here after 100 days.
After 100 days. We should call you after 100
Call me after 100. But the opposition, as I said, their job is to count the days. Our job is to perform. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. It's going to be taken care of.
Will the party deliver to Liberian people?
Yes. Absolutely. A resounding yes. Resounding, convincing yes. That Unity Party was entrusted with state power.
You had a plan before taking over the presidency, or maybe you're just looking from where to start, who to send to where. This man needs to go yet. No, bring this other point. Do you have a fixed plan?
Of course we do. Look, because you see things are a little bit seemingly slow doesn't mean that we know how to play. Look, when one party wins elections, it's easier to form a government. It's not a government of national unity, but you want to be magnanimous to those who stood with you in the time of struggle. It's a different thing. If Unity Party all by ourselves stood up to win this election, in 2 weeks, we'll have everything.
Opposition to those.
But you got all the opposition blind.
They will start to protest.
Forget about the
protest and put the government at feet.
Forget about the protest part. You want to make people know that when people labor with you, you also give them an opportunity. So that is where the road meets the rubber. So we are trying to consider all that. Look, it's easily said and done when you win with collaborative friends, because you also want them to feel that you appreciate what they did, and you want to factor in place their leaders and others that they feel can contribute to national development.
Chairman,
so don't worry.
Chairman, how do your party intend to deal with the opposition, considering that, for example, the major one, the CDC, just came from power? You know, some pundits say they are still bitter over the losing of the election. And again, you know, the CDC to have a culture of protest. You already heard some of their stalwarts, including former Representative Akaras Gray, threatening protests and all of that. How do you intend to deal with the opposition, and maybe just in case you start to see protests around the country?
Let me tell you, Marka, the oppositions are Liberians. We do not intend to strangulate them the way they were doing. We do not intend to demonize them. Let me tell you, as a chairman of the ruling party, I wish that the opposition would be stronger, because when there's a political competitiveness in a country, it helps any ruling party to streamline and help itself to deliver, because you know that if you don't, there's an alternative. It's not good for one party to rule the country, because they can become lackadaisical. They can become very complacent. And so, Moba Mulu and I have been talking before I traveled to the US for my vacation.
Okay. Since winning the election?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, that's my friend. You know, we don't all talk about this. No, yeah. So we've been talking, but when I was in the States, I learned he resigned. And so since I came, I tried reaching out to him.
It sounds like you are convincing to join the Unity Party. Is that correct?
What you expect me when the man won't call him, what do you expect me to do? But if you hear me, you won't come. I will come to the party I'm going to do so to give you form to fill in. What do you expect me? I'm the chairman of the party, of the ruling party. Any Liberian that want to come, our doors are open, including Moba Molu. But we intend to be very civil in our engagement with them. We got to keep the peace of our country. That's very important. We don't want to demonize CDC the way CDC demonized you people when they were ruling the country. What do you expect? Oh, so you mean that because we're in power now, we must get rid of CDC anywhere they are? We're not going to do that. Okay. We are very civil party. We will never do that. As long as you're citizen and you're professional, you're ready to contribute to your country, you have the skills and competence, you know, they're not going to pull you out all because you're a citizen.
How do you intend to run these ministries, agencies, especially giving people free political will? Because, you know, there were reports or claims that, in the past administration, if you were from opposition party, you don't have the free will to even discuss your party in the ministry or government agencies. Are we going to see the same thing in the Unity Party administration?
We are bigger than that. Unity Party is bigger than all these childish approaches.
So you will not have problem with civil servants who are seditious carrying their barrel to work on Friday and all of that?
Well, if the environment requires that they do whatever, I can say that.
Okay.
But all I can say to you, Marka, if they want to wear their barrel, that's their right. If that working environment requires that you become very civil and focus on national duty, they will be compared to oblige to that demand. But we are not going to choke anybody all because you are citizen. There was CDC run the country. I tell you, only if CDC had control over oxygen and carbon dioxide in the country, those of us who are not citizens will have died. They have control over carbon. Who taking carbon dioxide and oxygen? Who like that? Because they were ruling the country, they stay in the campaign move from day one of the real reign until the end. We don't want to do that. We understand governance. We have a state man who understands what the governance is about. The man who always tell you, say, yes, UP, I want UP election, but I'm here. I'm a president of Liberia, and I'm going to be here to make sure that the country is fixed.
Well, finally, Chairman, from my end, have you read the GSC audit report on this consolidated accounts, and what are your thoughts?
Unfortunately, it was just yesterday I heard about it. I've not seen a copy of it. I will read it.
The GSC reported 9 million in a consolidated account. The past government still left 40 million, and your government announced it was 20 million. So what's happening?
Well, there's a discrepancy here. So a lot of figures don't lie. Social science can.
And we look into the GSC.
I think we will get to the bottom of the issue. But I need to read it, so I don't want to speak to anything. It was yesterday night that I heard that the report came up. I've not read it, so give me some time to read it, and I'm going to give my own opinion with that.
Great, folks. He's the party chairman. And jokingly, as soon as the chairman arrived on the cover, I received a couple of SMS. So, well, the CDC party chairman was never heard on radio. I said, probably that's different. Anyway, let's pick some calls up. You can call and participate, speak to the issue. He's the chairman of the Unity Party, Reverend Dr. Luther Tapper, live also in the last segment of the TBS. Yes, call us on 0777405017. That are from
0770202579. Please be saver. Yes.
Thank you. Good morning. And let me say good morning to people of Marka, and good morning to the chairpersons of the People Liberation Movement of Liberia in the party. This is the voice of Power Raquel, and I join you this morning from Margini County, specifically Habel. But I listened to the chairman spending the liberation on the issues. But I think I have a question for the chairman, because I heard you talking about.
Go to the question because of time.
And Mr. Chairman, with the look of things, Margini being left at the dustbin in the participation of the national cake, with Margini deciding the election, winning both rounds against the imposition complex. What Margini stand to see in the next coming days?
Okay, thank you. Let's go straight to the issue. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka, and to the chairman, Luther Tapper. Maggie is definitely a home citizen of Green Basel. I'm calling from a medical resident this morning. The Unity Party and the Unity Party. Marka, first of all, I want to tell the chairman, thank you for all of the exposure, because the thing that is happening in the country is the opposition radio station is chairman. And we take what taking
we very call opposition radio station now. Okay, no discussion. Thank you. Let's pick Noah Zhao Gibson. Noah, morning.
Good morning. Let me say good morning to the biggest chairman.
Be better not take Pablo official voice.
Is that what you are diplomatic voice now? No, please elevate it. I'm struggling to hear you.
Let me say good morning to the biggest chairman in the Republic of Liberia, of the biggest political party in the Republic of Liberia, our chairman, Chairman Luther Tapper. I call basically to buttress the chairman, or to help the chairman in terms of response, since he had not read the audit report with respect to the question you asked him about who's telling the truth, 20.5 million and 40 million. The issue here is, it should not be about what Marka said. It should be about what the past government said, because it was they the one that said they left XYZ there, and we need to know that the audit report revealed that it is not true. In fact, President Marka even overstepped that, because he said 20.5 million. It was based on the information that the federal government and left gave the transition team that some of us were members of. So the transition team acted upon the information the central bank gave. So it should not be about who's telling the truth. It should not be about discrimination. There is no discrimination there.
Okay.
The fire they established that former president we did not tell the truth to the
Okay. Former president we did not tell the truth. Yes. Milton Yoko, lastly for my end.
Good morning, O'Neill. you, and good morning to Reverend Dr. Luther in the studio there. Good morning, my baby.
Good morning.
I'm grateful this morning to have the opportunity to talk to Dr. Luther this morning. I'm doing you a better integrity, so all I can put on the money, we're not even worried that you can be that in that process. So we say thank you for your leadership, for the Unity Party. But quickly, I think you people even did not do well for the coordinator of the Unity Party. The people are suffering online, and we saw them struggling during election time. They not even have money. And when you got this money, time for election, after election for inauguration, they are saying that because put 1,000 for them to have program we get to the air over there, put it at city. If I were one of them, I was going to take 2,000 because my gasoline I was using, my own thing I was using. If you don't get money for that,
All right, Victor, I see you, right? Yes, but
yes. Let me take this person. Good morning.
This morning for the Sunday explanation this morning. I will say thank you for your work, thank you for transforming the world, thank you for regaining our country again.
All right, thank you. This one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, my name is Marka Jackson, and I join you from a Baptist here.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to be very grateful to God for the chairman. In my lifetime, he's the biggest chairman I've seen. And we are praying that leadership will go a long way. And to the issue, honorable chairman, my concern has been drawn to the issue of political leaders who contributed immensely to the victory of GMB and GKK. Over the time, we have seen a lot of them still being, forgotten, like to speak to the issue of the Kemu of the GPPL. We have not heard anything about some of the political leaders who contributed, even though they have two options.
Okay, let me take the last one. Good morning. This one. Yes, good morning. Okay. Only if you have another one.
So let's pick up veteran journalist Vanning Bese. Vanning, morning. Uncle Vanning.
Yeah, good morning. I feel so good this morning that I heard the voice of Chairman Luther Tapping. Think about
Uncle Vanning? Okay. All right. Yes. So you listened out to the caller. So we're running into our radio time now. So maybe we can use 3 minutes. Yes.
Thank you, Oni, and Michael, thank you. Yeah, the guy from Marka asking, well, yes, we appreciate Marka and all the day. Marka gave us victory twice, which was a very important step towards the national leadership. We appreciate that. Please, the appointments have not yet been done, finished yet, and I'm hoping that Marka will also be captured with a very good position as well. And then I think the other caller talked about the political collaborators. Where are they? What are they going to benefit? We're trying to. It's not an easy thing. That's what I say. In the formation of a government where you got a lot of people coming on board to help you, you got to capture them. We're not going to leave anybody behind. Just be a little bit patient. We're going to sooner or later make sure that everyone is reflected.
Okay. Yes, feeling so far so good. It's 10 o'clock already. The text message again answer all of the questions. Yeah, all those who supported the rescue mission says in the majority, their names are yet to be announced.
Chairman, someone is asking whether you party executives, since most of you are taking positions in government, will resign your post at the level of the party.
Who's asking that?
For you as chairman?
About 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
Okay, you
I was elected
going 2 years already?
Yeah, this year maybe 2 years now. Okay. Well, yeah, they're free to ask anything. Our party constitution is very silent on that. So we're still performing the work that we need to do for them.
Do those who support the rescue mission, are you promising then that some way, somehow the name will pop up?
Oh yeah, many of them names have already popped already. Okay. Many.
All right.
Many of them.
Yes. So, can I find a word as you close up?
again, let me thank you, Oni and Marka, for the platform on True Breakfast Show to be a part of your breakfast this morning. Let me assure the Liberian people that President Boykai and the Unity Party will not fail. We are here to rescue the country. We need your prayers. We need your support morally. And just be patient. We'll ensure that Liberia is delivered. Liberia will compete again. And we're going to fight corruption. We're going to fight drugs. And President Boykai will make sure that there are jobs for ordinary Liberians. So thank you for having me on your platform.
Great. The voice of the party chairman of Unity Party. Well, closing us up on the TBS this morning. It's been wonderful having breakfast since 7:30. We'll be back on Monday morning, same time, on behalf of the entire team. Ato Butler, Marka Davis. My name is Oni Roberts, in the midst of all country friends. We'll see you on Monday. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.